Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Suma Babu, the artist behind Palette Life. Today I would like to talk about the topic pencil shading. I had divided the topic into three subcategories. Initially I'll be talking about how to sharpen your pencil for effective shading. Then we'll do some sketching practices for good muscle memory. And in the third part we'll be doing some real pencil shading. So let's get started. You may be knowing that we use graded pencils for pencil shading. Different pencils create marks that are noticeably different from one another. Understanding which pencil does what is extremely important. So, pencil shading techniques will only be achieved through practicing regularly. Keep experimenting with multiple pencils and explore different methods. First, we'll see what is the right way to sharpen a pencil. I had already discussed about the type of pencils in one of my previous videos. I'll be sharing the link in the description. Those who are new to my channel, please do watch that video. Instead of pencil sharpeners, it is good to use cutters or a knife to sharpen your pencil, as we can expose more of inner core of the pencil. Using cutters or a knife is much more flexible way to create a usable tip to your pencil. The ideal length of the lead to be exposed is about 1 inch. Some artists prefer chiseled edged pencils. After removing the wood part from the pencil, we have to chisel the extra lead from any two sides to give a chisel look, and use sandpaper to give the finishing touch. How we use these pencils? We can hold the pencil in two ways. First one is tripod grip, where we hold the pencil how we do it for writing. We can do finer details using this grip. And the second one is the overhand grip. It is a very popular way to hold a pencil for sketching. It allows you to shade with the side of the pencil, and it is useful pencil hold for vertical drawing surfaces such as an easel. Before starting pencil shading, it is good to practice some sketching and shading. Do some random practices for the flexibility of your hand, which improves your muscle memory. You can use any used paper for this practice. Even newspapers also will do. We can use different techniques like hatching, cross hatching, stippling, scribbling, circling, finger blend, etc. to do pencil shading. Gradually, every artist will find the shading method that works best for them. Now I'll demonstrate some shading. We'll make a teacup. Any kind of drawing paper will do for this practice. The thickness of the paper is usually measured in terms of GSM. GSM stands for grams per square meter. The higher the GSM number, the heavier the paper. Before pencil shading, we have to do a very light sketch of the reference. Then start shade. At last, we use eraser for highlight. Next, we will shade a bird. Shading is the process of adding value to create the illusion of form, space, and most importantly, light in a drawing. When executed correctly, shading can make a drawing appear three-dimensional and create a convincing image. Once you have a clear understanding of how light behaves and how you can communicate it to the viewer, then you are already halfway there. So all the very best. Hope you liked the video. If you want to see more videos like this, do subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon to get instant notifications. Thank you for watching and keep painting.